dicey really fast, and we have on the board now TF Fizz on the side of Noodle, and Fiora Shen not getting banned out here on the side of TanyaWannabe, and he is going to be queuing that first, and we are in for an exciting matchup. Fiora not exactly in the hand of TanyaWannabe yet. There is no sharp side, and that is going to be crucial into blocking the early elusive units coming in from the TF Fizz deck. And an early attack now from the green Runeterra. There is a Poro Cannon in hand. There is double pick a card. We are just looking for the crucial parts now, such as Twisted Fate and Fizz, to start the aggression going.
That's right. I'm very, very surprised that the Fiora Shen, which is one of the harder decks to deal with in TanyaWannabe's lineup, is not banned. But as of the moment, it's still going to be Owen Noodle's side if he's going to go a bit more aggressive as of the moment, considering that he does not have a lot of minions on board, a lot of spells, or a lot of spells on his hand, and there are two fleeting spells as of the moment. There you go, Poro Cannon is going in, and I think he has a lot of choices in terms of getting more elusives in terms of the Daring Poros, but again, Zero Infinity, there are a lot of choices for the Fiora Shen deck to react to those small minions, right?
Yeah, they have a couple of opportunities with sharp sight as well as single combat, and of course the challenger units from the Fiora Shen deck, and that is going to be key into keeping at bay all these elusive units, because you want to be getting them off the board as quick as possible, because you don't want to bleed every turn from their damage. And of course you have to respect that Mind Meld in the later turns. If he has a lot of elusive units on the board, it's going to be a problem for you if you don't have that deny coming into that Mind Meld turn. But Noodle here, thinking that he needs to provide himself more options, so he in the last turn he went for a pick a card, and now he gets not so good. I think he was fishing for, of course, a Fizz, and he is going for a Poro Cannon now, and that is key interaction here. The bot actually levels up from all the elusive Poros that comes out from the Poro Cannon, and that adds to the aggression of the TF Fizz. And now we see a suit up timely here into the hand of Noodle, and he has a choice here to make if he wants to use it this early for the discount, or he can use it later on as a combat trick. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of elusive units now coming down and pumping up that bot, and giving Noodle such a good early presence into the game.
That's right, and we are seeing here that kind of interaction that you said a while ago, Zero Infinity, is very, very interesting, considering that the Ballistic Bot will have extra +1 attack from each Daring Poro. Very, very nice interaction right there. And right now, he's trying to just develop the board, and the suit up was nowhere inside. Oh, did it get negated, or was it not used?
I think he used pick the card on the suit up in the previous turn, opting to use it for later on in the rounds. What's crucial here though is that the Burble Fish is all the way down to 1 mana, and the Burble Fish could go down all the way to 0 mana right now. With Iterative Improvement in hand, that could be a huge swing turn here for Noodle. What's unfortunate is one of the pick cards actually picked up a Iterative Improvement earlier on, I think in the 2 turns ago, but it wasn't. But since it's fleeting, it's gone now, and that's going to be one less Iterative Improvement to copy this Burble Fish for an aggressive swing turn.
Right, and we can see this Burble Fish that has been in the previous round 32 matches very, very crucial in dealing more damage. Iterative Improvement is also going to get a copy, and there you see that Fizz starts to level up, giving him a lot more options. And you can see another Burble Fish going there. This is going to be very, very crucial again in dealing more face damage against TanyaWannabe, and he goes all in. This is probably the best way to get in all the damage and to get it quick against the TanyaWannabe's deck, right? Zero Infinity?
Yeah, that was a crucial turn there. That was huge damage coming in from Noodle. That was, I think, 3, 6, 10, 11 damage all the way on
Yeah.
onto attacked onto the Nexus. And there is another ignition going down for one more damage. And of course, TanyaWannabe here has a couple of options to start healing back up. He has double Spirit Refuge and Shen now coming into hand, but he is really fishing for that sharp side so he can block the next turn. And he might just get that through the River Shaper. River Shaper is also one of the key cards into the Fiora Shen deck, especially when you can protect it with barrier multiple times.
Yeah.
It's going to draw you a lot of spells and give you a lot of options going into the mid and late game. And now he has a choice here of who he wants to drag, the Screeching Dragon, and he is thinking about that augmented bond. But I think the cleaner play here is just to try and get rid of all the elusives in play right now.
That's right. I agree with you. And you have to remove a lot of the elusives, considering that your hand doesn't have a lot of single point attacks or spells to deal with those elusives, right? There's supposed to be like a single combat that can deal with the elusives, and but now you can see Spirit's Refuge going down to the Screeching Dragon to have lifesteal and of course barrier as well. This is going to be very, very effective in bringing up the health of TanyaWannabe up to 10 while dealing at least 5 damage into the Nexus of Noodle. Okay, so this is going to be the crucial turn just to gain more health or more health for your Nexus to further prolong the game and possibly just gain the advantage over Noodle in this match.
Yeah, and Noodle here has a choice. He has the Mystic Shot in hand, recognizing that he can be able to take down the Screeching Dragon if he does go for the Mystic Shot on it. But TanyaWannabe here has the exact answer. Notify now going in. I assume he's going to use it, and he does put it onto the Mystic Shot, denying that barrier from getting popped, and it's going to take out this augmented bot, which is already huge, coming in from all the ignition and all the elusive the daring poros that were cast previously in the turn. And he also has an option to use the Relentless Pursuit, and he will
That's
be
right.
able to heal up 5 more HP coming in from the Screeching Dragon. If he wants to squeeze out the one turn lifesteal coming in from the Spirit Refuge, he can use a Relentless Pursuit here, and it wouldn't be that bad of a play to get you up all the way back to 15 HP.
That's right, and I was just thinking about the Relentless Pursuit being a viable option to use right here, just to maximize the Spirit's Refuge to bring you up back to 15 HP and to bring the Screeching Dragon up to 6-5, if assuming that it doesn't go contested. But probably, of course, he will just challenge one of the units here. But in terms of the units, which one do you think is best to challenge as of the moment? Zero and
Yeah, I
Fizzy.
think you just get rid of the 4-2 right now. And honestly, I think TanyaWannabe would have been more hesitant to cast the Relentless Pursuit if Noodle was on 4 mana, because if he did cast the Relentless Pursuit and Noodle was on 4 mana, he could just go for a Golden Card, Twisted Fate, and that would just deny
Yes.
the healing coming in from the dragon. But he tapped out of the range of Twisted Fate, and I think he got a little bit impatient there. He could just have passed there, and there would be a nice open attack for him with 3, 6, 7, 8, and 4 more coming in from the Burble Fish that was buffed from the iterative improvement. That would have been 12 damage already. So I think it was not the best play for him to put down the Daring Coral. He could have saved 1 mana just to threaten the Twisted Fate, and just because he didn't do that, TanyaWannabe there got a free Relentless Pursuit, healing him up for another 6 HP, and now Noodle is a lot further from closing out this game.
That's right. It used to be that Noodle was dealing so much damage, and now with that just one turn coming from TanyaWannabe, he just maximized the lifesteal from Spirit's Refuge, and of course he dealt a specific significant amount of damage towards the units of Noodle. So now, instead of having a bunch of Burble Fishes that are dealing so much elusive damage against TanyaWannabe's TanyaWannabe is now looking that he can actually deal with all these minions on the board. Especially, you
Yeah,
can
and
see that he has concerted strike and of course riposte on his side. So what do you think about that, Zero Infinity?
yeah, I think that was a quite a disciplined play coming in from TanyaWannabe. He doesn't want to top out of Deny mana or the Notify mana. He is representing both Notify and Deny with 6 mana on the board. And
Yeah.
the Noodle here has to get excited, but he must be thinking about if it's going to get denied or notified, especially with all the draw coming in from River Shaper. So it was a really disciplined play not to fire off the concerted strike there, so he could deny the get excited from going into his face. And Noodle here trying to close out the game with a get excited, but a deny coming out right out from TanyaWannabe. That's gonna deny the 3 damage coming in, and it's going to be crucial to get this game still moving forward. There is another Spirit Refuge in hand, and he has a couple of choices here. He could go for the Cythria or the Shen, coupled with a Spirit Refuge to pad his life total. And I think it's going to be Cythria, and it's going to be hard for him to deal with a lot of these fearsome creatures now on the board. But he has the Twisted Fate for the gold card, and it's gonna possibly stop the Cythria from giving everybody else fearsome.
That's right, and that's actually a good insight from the previous turn right there, having the discipline to just block off or possibly pick up a possible closing option from his opponent. And right now, Cythria the Bold gets stunned by the gold card using the Twisted Fate, and the Twisted Fate also gets reeled in to deal more damage. Let's see if TanyaWannabe will be using the Spirit's Refuge to gain more health as of the moment. But let's see how Noodle is going to try and block this off. Oh, the crucial minions are going to get hit right here. And let's take note that Twisted Fate can actually die if the Green Glade Caretaker gets buffed up, if one of the units gets upgraded or buffed with a Riposte or a Spirit's Refuge.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous here. Even with the Spirit's Refuge, the both of the Green Glade Caretakers are going to get pumped up +2/+0. So yeah, great catch there. The Twisted Fate is going to go down after one of these spells are cast here by TanyaWannabe. But of course, I think the cleanest play here is just to go for the Spirit's Refuge on the dragon, try to get that out of the way, and maybe Noodle here can fish for something like a Mystic Shot and try to deny the lifelink coming in from the Screeching Dragon, but he doesn't go for a Rummage trying to fish for that Mystic Shot, and he just does what TanyaWannabe here is just going to get 6 more HP. And I don't know, would you have gone for a riskier play there to try and fish for the Mystic Shot?
I would actually go for a riskier play right there, Zero Infinity, because if I was going to go and play to win, I would have gone with the Rummage right there and try to get probably a Mystic Shot, or probably if he has more Get Excited right there and finish off the game. But again, these guys know what they're doing, and they're very, very careful as to the turns that they're taking. And up to 9, TanyaWannabe still hanging on, being the receiver of the aggressor right here, Noodle, down to 6. And is this also going to be important? This is just going to be an additional win condition for TanyaWannabe, right? With the Mind Meld!
Mind Meld, dude! What? Mind Meld now coming down from Noodle, and Deny isn't anywhere in sight for TanyaWannabe. And dude, I think I got a check on the Mind Meld, and I think it's 10-10, and that's a scoop from TanyaWannabe. Not having the Deny in hand. Yeah, that's hard.